Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Since Halloween is just around the corner, I thought it would be the perfect time to share some spine-chilling reads to get you into the spooky spirit. So grab your pumpkin spice lattes and cozy up because today we're talking about 10 spooky books you need to read this Halloween. Now on this list, I try to pick something for everybody. So you're gonna have picture books, you're gonna have children's books, you're gonna have young adult fiction and adult fiction. I hope I did a good job with picking something for everybody. But first up, we have Boo Stew by Donna L. Washington. This one is perfect if you're looking for a whimsical, spooky tale that's not too terrifying, but still eerie enough for Halloween. It's set in a small town where the bravest chef in town, Curly Locks, tries to fix a stew gone terribly wrong. Full of Southern folklore, the story has a fun but creepy vibe that young readers will love. If you're looking for something light but still spooky for a family read, Boo Stew should be at the top of your list. Next is one of my all-time favorites, Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I can't make a spooky book list without mentioning this classic. Coraline is a young girl who discovers a parallel world that's eerily similar to her own, only much darker, with creepy characters like the other mother. This book is unsettling in the best possible way. If you haven't read it yet, then Halloween is the perfect time. The combination of its eerie tone and unique storytelling makes Coraline a Halloween must-read for both teens and adults alike. So when it came to making this list, I knew that I was gonna put a Goosebumps book on the list. I really wasn't sure which one I was gonna pick. At first, I was gonna pick Stay Out of the Basement, but then I felt like that was a little too obvious. So I went with one of my other favorites, and that is Say Cheese and Die. Goosebumps is by R.L. Stine. For those of you who grew up on Goosebumps, this one is pure nostalgic horror. The story follows a group of kids who find a camera that predicts bad things happening to its subjects. Yikes. It's the perfect quick read to get those creepy, nostalgic vibes for Halloween. Plus, it's always fun to revisit the world of Goosebumps. Now, if you're in the mood for something a little more modern compared to the rest of the books on this list, Nightmares by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller is a spooky, adventurous read that follows Charlie as he tries to save his town from being overrun by nightmares. It's got a good balance of scares and heart with a solid dose of humor. Definitely a fun one to dive into during the holiday season, especially if you love stories with a mix of spookiness and adventures. Next is a book that I really love, mostly because I love A Series of Unfortunate Events, and this book is also written by Lemony Snicket. It is All the Wrong Questions. And this mystery series has a lot of gothic atmosphere and a lot of quirky, eerie vibes. The protagonist is a young Snicket, and he's trying to solve strange mysteries, and the dark tone gives it that perfect Halloween feel. If you're into clever writing, oddball characters, and a good mystery, then you'll love this book for Halloween. Next, we have a book that I actually read last year, and I loved it. I couldn't put it down. And so, The Murder of Mr Wickham by Claudia Gray has to be on this list. This one combines Jane Austen's beloved characters with a murder mystery twist. Imagine your favorite Austen character trying to solve a chilling murder. It's not your typical horror story, but the mystery and gothic vibes make it perfect for the season. And for those of you who love a good whodunit with some literary flair, this is the perfect read to keep you on edge for Halloween. Up next is a classic, something that is truly chilling, and that is Down a Dark Hall by Lois Duncan. This book is about a boarding school with a dark supernatural secret. The haunting atmosphere and mystery will definitely keep you up at night. If you're into ghost stories with a psychological twist, this one is for you. It's a bit older, but it still packs a creepy punch. Highly recommended if you want a truly eerie read this October. Next is The House with a Clock in Its Wall by John Bellairs. This classic horror mystery follows Lewis, A boy moves in with his eccentric uncle only to discover that the house holds a dark secret with magic, with mystery, and a haunted house. This is an ideal spooky read for Halloween. It's a great pick for young readers, but adults will also appreciate its gothic charm. Our next book is a psychological thriller. When I read this book, I could not put it down. And that's I Am the Cheese by Robert Cormier. It's a psychological thriller that dives deep into the memory and paranoia. It's a mind-bending read where the main character is trying to piece together his fractured memories, leading to a chilling and mysterious conclusion. This one is more psychological than supernatural, but the sense of unease and suspense makes it perfect for Halloween reading. When I got to the end of this book, I had to read it 2 or 3 times because I just couldn't understand how I got from point A to point B. And then when I kind of figured it out, it really just messed with me. This book is really, really good. Last but not least is Ghosts I Have Been by Richard Peck. It follows Blossom Culp, a young girl with the ability to communicate with ghosts, set in the early 1900s. This story blends historical fiction with supernatural elements, creating a spooky and fun atmosphere that's just perfect for Halloween. If you're into ghost stories with a touch of humor, you'll enjoy this one. It's the right mix of creepy and quirky. And so there you have it. 10 spooky books to get you in the Halloween spirit. Whether you're looking for ghost stories, mysteries, or psychological thrillers, there's something on this list for everyone, every kind of reader. If you've read any of these, let me know what you think about them in the comments. Which one is your favorite? Or if you have any other spooky recommendations, you can put that in the comments as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more bookish content. Until next time, happy haunting and happy reading. Peace.